What's up guys, Addons here with another Black Desert video. Today we're going to go over the patch notes for this week on PC, console, and Global Labs test server. But before we do that, I want to thank the supporters of this channel. You guys help keep these videos going, so thank you so much for the support. If you want to help out, you can do so by subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, liking or disliking this video, and hitting that bell icon. Bell is good. So please ding the bell to get notified when I upload my next video. Now this week on PC, we received two new guild positions, the Advisor and the Cannoneer rank. Cannoneer is very similar to Quartermaster, and it seems to be just kind of like an indicator of the specialized role. They called it a bragging rank. Not sure about that. The Advisor can only be assigned to one member in the guild and has almost the same amount of powers as the Guild Master. The main thing that they get to do is the ability to command together to CTG. That's huge. And also to renew and assign contracts and promotions to other ranks, which allows them to effectively run the guild without the need of a guildmaster to do everything. This is a great change, but it still does not restrict the old officer powers. What they should have done, I think, is to allow quartermasters to at least do guild missions, but not declare war, for example, thus allowing you to give out guild mission power to a lot more people in the guild that maybe want to do guild missions without the issue of having maybe one renegade delete the entire member list and or start needless wars. Regardless, this is a step in the right direction, so hopefully we see more changes down the road. They also added a sell all junk item button for when you speak to vendors. It works really well, but sometimes they tend to sell things that are not exactly junk items in my opinion, so there still needs to be some sort of tweaking in that sense. Being able to highlight which items are junk items in your storage would also be useful, but we don't have that functionality right now. We also received the Hex Marie as a Dark Rift, bringing up the total number of rifts you can get right now to 13. They have a note saying that the new event rift will not spawn if you already have the maximum of 12 rifts, but that's not true. That's just simply not true. I get 13 rifts on my returning account and on the test server, so don't worry if you have 12 rifts already, you'll still get the event rift. It's just another example of how little Kakao wants to or is capable of testing patches before they publish them. Now I do suggest you do this event rift at least as soon as possible, since it has a faster respawn time, so it'll be more beneficial for you to do it as soon as possible. We also have the Collect Autumn Leaves event that drops these items that only serve the purpose really to give you a little bit more silver. 50k silver a piece, they're not used for anything else. And in the Pearl Shop, we have received the Halloween Mystery Box Bundles. This is a good time to order the Skeletal Horse set on the Central Market, since a lot of people will be getting it, so you'll have a chance to get it in-game silver rather than spending real money for it. We also have a new life pack, which is a good value if you wanted to buy weight at a discount with some inventory for a new character. The 300 weight item is also good if you need to extend your maximum capacity on your main life skiller, for example. We also received the old Halloween outfits with no new classes included, unfortunately, so we're still missing the other two outfits from the previous years, so maybe next week we're going to see those, and with any luck in 2 weeks we can see the new outfit for Halloween that includes newer classes in the mix. Hopefully, we're not sure about that. It's not confirmed. Don't forget also to pick up your daily Halloween bundles for 100 silver. Nice value, and on the weekend we also get 3 extra bundles for 100 silver each as well, so keep an eye out for those. Now as for Korea, they also got a kind of like a lame patch for this week like we did. They received the Sea Monster furniture items that I went over in my test server notes last week. They received the Grana Cow Ranch area for milking cows, the new Akhman Elite Mob, and the Hysteria alert system that Kertuga currently has. The Valencia Gatekeepers now get notice when they spawn, and they're now stronger, dropping better loot. Basilisk Elite Duo content has been buffed to be affected by loot scrolls. This is something that we don't even have yet in the global version of the game, so don't worry too much about it. And Balanos main story has also changed. That's pretty much it for Korea. Lackluster patch like we had this week, so expect the same for next week for us, unless they want to give us, I don't know, content. Now, for console friends, I missed you guys last week, so we're going to go over it really quickly, all the new things that you have. Succession released recently to include Ranger, Warrior, Sorceress, and Berserker. You're getting Succession after the nerfs, so they won't be as strong as release. So if you're looking for videos about Succession classes, look at the date that video was made, and also look at the gear, because sometimes you're looking at people with substantially more gear than you. And also, one thing that's a little pet peeve of mine, I don't do grind videos, but if I did, 15-minute videos are not a good indicator of how much you're going to grind in an hour, especially at high-end zones, because a lot of things could happen. No one's going to be maintaining the same speed for an entire hour unless you're sweaty. So for the most part, at least 30 minutes. You know, I like those videos that are maybe an hour long. You're not going to watch the entire thing, but at least you can get an idea of how much that person grinds for an hour. In terms of successions, out of those 4, I would also rank the Sorceress succession as the most powerful you guys got at the moment, so keep that in mind. You guys also received a new skill UI revamp, so, you know, get used to it. Can't remember the old version, so it's fine. Don't worry too much about it. You'll get used to it. Mysterious chests are a waste of time, and only if you want to gamble in a bad way. The big one would be Rulipee Adventure Log. I didn't know you guys didn't even have this. It's huge for you if you do a lot of questing. The 5k quest reward gives you 100 Advice of Valks as well. The next one you can get after this, you don't have it right now, but you can start working on it, is 10k quest. It's going to give you 2 100 stacks, 20k for 3 100 stacks, and 30k quest for a yellow 30k title and a 300 stack. Now, if you focus on it now, it's actually very doable in about a year. Otherwise, I recommend at least hitting 5k. It's not too difficult to do, and you get a 100 stack for it. Not bad. Rebellious Crystal was also added for you guys. It's an okay crystal if you're not using Hanhum or Corrupted in your offhand. The RBF map change went through for you as well. It's an okay change. I don't mind it as much. The big one is the PA you get from the NPC as you respawn is now longer, and it has SA on it, which will help you without getting spawn camp issue. The Griffin transport to Elia Island is a nice addition that is only ever used really as the last resort to get back to Velia or for certain quest lines. The green and blue outfits were added already for you guys, which is a very big news and is a huge deal in my opinion. One of the best changes they made, so you don't have to look like a peasant bush despite having good armors. That's a great change for new players especially. In terms of class changes, received the Awakening buffs. PC got about a month ago. They're all very good, especially the Ranger cooldown reductions. That's nice to see. Now, as for Global Labs test server, the big excitement of the week, we have new add-on revamps. So now every skill will have a list of all the add-ons available to them. This means you can choose to have DP increase and HP on hit on all your add-on skills. I mean, you don't want to do that obviously because they can't stack. But if you always want to have a DP buff and you're always going to have HP on hit on all your skills, there you go. You can pretty much do that now. The rank of the add-on effect seems to be skill specific though, with most having the effect of say DP plus 15 and HP plus 30 on hit, while some skills, usually the ones on shorter cooldown, get DP plus 10, so a smaller buff, and HP plus 20, again, smaller buff as well. And the skills with larger add-on effects like DP plus 20, which was very good back in the day, you can also get only HP plus 10, and so on. So it will depend on the skill you want to use. If a skill you were using had really good add-ons, you'll probably still have those. But if a skill you were using had really bad add-ons, you'll at least get the middle of the road ranks. You can pause the video to see the full list of the add-on skills for most of your skills. It's also a great change in my opinion since it opens up more ability for you to choose what skills you want to use and not worry as much about having a pool of bad add-ons for a skill you want. They also mention Awakening Revamp skills are coming, so we should be seeing that next week. Kind of hype. They also have a line about improving grab animation, but we'll have to see for live servers exactly what that means. You know, right now, grab and iframe don't go hand in hand. Sometimes you're grabbing someone, but they iframed it on their screen, or weird things happen. Even especially in Battle Arena still, the game doesn't like when you try and grab people as they're trying to iframe. The first of the racing horse was also added. The one available to us is 90% speed tier 1. Not great, but it has special abilities. I felt like I was driving one of those beginner vehicles in Forza or Gran Turismo. Very slow in the beginning, and you kind of shift through the gears as you get faster. The horse can drift, it can use quick stop and use forward chop. It has a costume already outfitted and cannot have stamina and health recovered via the stable, so you're going to need to have carrots and carrot juice on you. They're also going to go and change the racing mechanic, but we're going to have to wait for the launch in Korea to see more details on that new addition. They did now make it so you cannot use normal horses for racing anymore. Only race horses will be allowed to compete. And I couldn't test breeding either because the race horses don't seem to have any gender, so they're genderless horses. They've also added Ocean Karma to the game. If you're positive karma, you're labeled as Navy. As you kill ships, you lose karma, and if you go negative, you get labeled as a pirate. Being a pirate prevents you from using certain wharfs and repairing or resupplying your ship, as well as bartering. This is a family-wide karma system, which means you can no longer have a red character and avoid penalties. Your entire family will have negative karma and will be labeled as pirate. The way you regain karma is by killing sea monsters. They've also added a school of black rusts near Port Rat that can drop blue ship part materials. There usually is one normal black rust with a dozen or so smaller ones swarming your ship. I gained around 2k ocean karma after defeating all of them. Red Battlefield now does not allow you to change gear while you're in the instance. There is also a point system revamp where your gear is giving a point value when you enter. No one one is testing on Global Labs, so I couldn't really test that particular edition, but it seems to be aimed to prevent someone with high gear score from entering at the last minute, like 10 minutes, 10 seconds, with little consequence of death. So it could mean that they come in with, say, 500 points, depending on their value of gear. So if they die immediately, the other team gains more, where right now you come in with 10 points regardless, and you can go in kind of fully buffed, bomb people for a massive amount of points without caring too much if you die in the process. This is just speculation. I don't know if this is how it's going to work, because I can't test it, but we'll see it in action in Korea next week. It's a not change regardless, to be honest. I don't know how I feel about it. I think not allowing you to change gear, I understand what they're trying to do, but I just don't see why. Ancient Paturum Rift Boss is now a higher rank than before. In some events, we had some of our Rift Bosses be infused with dark energy to give us better loot, so now it seems that will be the case permanently for Ancient Paturum. The box is pretty much the same as past events, but it guarantees you at least will not get Cronstones from the box. And lastly, we have the Cow Wrench that just came out in Korea and is coming out for us next week. It now has dailies. For those of you who use this area for farming, you won't be able to place farms here anymore, but there is an area where you can place a tent if you use this for a tent placement in the past. Before I go, I want to mention our new friends over at NordVPN. NordVPN is a VPN service that is incredibly simple to use and hassle-free and works to keep your data safe. I mainly use it to watch Netflix from other countries since, you know, your collection is always different depending on what country you are in. And of course, I use it to give me a more stable connection to video servers in NA and EU. If you want to try NordVPN with zero risk and a 30-day money-back guarantee, you can go to my affiliate link or use code Anders at checkout so you can get 68% off a 2-year plan with an additional month for free. NordVPN, check them out and let me know your experience with the service in the comments. And that's pretty much it for this patch update video for this week. What do you think about the new add-ons revamp? Do you think the Ocean Karma system is a good answer to the rampant piracy we've seen the past couple of months? Let me know in the comments. And as always, guys, thanks again for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.